Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding it. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of May 27th to June 2nd, 2024. So let's dive into it. We're going to pull 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Guiding Light Tarot. All right, first 2 cards that popped out together are the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Wow, okay. Great news coming in for you, Pisces. I feel like you get a random phone call, random email, text message, something like that with very positive news coming in. I am seeing job applications accepted, like passing interviews. You got the job. You were accepted for this loan. You're accepted to this university. You're financially ready to retire. Whatever it may be, like there's some really big positive news coming in for you this week, and it is one that will bring about this 10 of Pentacles energy, feeling overwhelmingly happy and excited about what you have for yourself physically in this life, okay? This is like feeling so happy, overwhelmed with the amount of money that you're making. I'm seeing for some of you, you're having like a big increase in pay, and you're just like, I don't even know what to do with all this money. This is so exciting. I'm also seeing for a lot of you, like this is like getting approved for a home, like, okay, it was sold to you, congratulations. And you're like so excited. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna decorate all these rooms? How am I gonna do the yard out front, out back? How am I gonna do this, that, the third? What kind of furniture do I want to put in it? It's like overwhelmingly happy because there's just some big news coming in and you're like, what am I gonna do with all this blessing? Like massive blessings coming through. And it's that feeling of like, I am so overwhelmingly like happy to begin this new journey that I don't even know what to do with the amount of potential that exists here. So that's a great feeling. I think if there's any area in my life where I would want to have like that a feeling of being overwhelmed, it's when something is positive. So that's cool. Some of you guys, I'm also getting the message, maybe having children, like you may be hearing news of I'm seeing a first child for a lot of you. And again, overwhelming positive energy, like, oh my gosh, I can start reading all these parenting books. I can redo that room in my house and turn it into a nursery. Like, we got to plan a baby shower, this, that, the third. There's so much to do. And it's exciting for you. It's very exciting. It's going to feel very out of the blue when this news comes in, which is why I'm seeing the Knight of Swords in reverse. And you're going to be energized all week because of this news, like whole new levels of energy coming through. So it's almost like you have so much energy you don't know what to do with it. So very interesting. And it's funny because in Scorpio's reading we had the opposite. They were lacking energy, so maybe you two need to link up and you need to give them some of your extra energy. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse coming out here, which is very fascinating because we have the 10 of Pentacles upright. So I am wondering if you can't use 100% of all of your blessings for just you. Some of you have a family to support, a marriage or house to support. And so it feels nice to be able to take care of whatever that thing is that you're responsible for. But you may be wanting a little bit left over at the end of the day for just yourself, you know, frivolous things that you want to purchase, frivolous things that you want to do with your time, your energy, your resources. But you're taking on this mentality of taking care of all of the responsibilities first. It's almost like if you won the lottery, you're like, instead of just going out and buying a Lamborghini, you're like, okay, well, let me pay off my house. Let me pay off all of my debts. Let me, you know, put this amount of money in a fund for my kids to go to whatever university they want to choose. You know, you're being very responsible with the blessings that are coming in for you. It's just, there's this little temptation on the side of you, like, man, I just really want to treat myself. I hope there's enough left over to treat myself. And so it's really funny because I feel like for a lot of you, you're still in a mindset where this is it. Like, this is all I'm going to have right now. And you don't realize this is a recurring blessing. This is a recurring thing that you can enjoy. So the only thing I can think of to give an example of this is like, say you grew up like in poverty, you're pretty poor, not super well off your whole life, and then suddenly you get a job that pays well, and it's like you get your first paycheck and you're overwhelmed and you're just trying to pay for everything, like pay off all of your debts, do everything so quickly. And you're still in this mindset that this isn't going to that paycheck is going to keep going. You're not in the mindset like, oh, this is my new reality. Like, I don't have to be so like hard on myself. I mean, I actually appreciate your mentality though. Like, I respect your mentality with this, wanting to take care of business first, take care of your responsibilities first. But it's funny. This is a funny reading because I can see that whatever this blessing is, it's going to be a recurring blessing. And you don't realize that. It's like you consciously realize it. You're aware of that, but it hasn't like sunk in yet. You know what I mean? So this is really funny, honestly. Let's see what else wants to come through. Oh, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of you struggling with like this lack mentality, this fear that all of your blessings can be taken away at any moment. You know what? This reminds me of that song, Beautiful Things by what's his face? These beautiful things that I've got. It's like a song where he's singing about, loving his life, having a beautiful relationship, but there's this fear underneath that at any moment it can all get pulled away. It could all be lost. And, that's a feeling that we're all going to have to deal with. And I'd rather deal with that than dealing with not having it in the first place and having the lack mentality, So there is a fear here of abandonment. Some of you may be overcoming abandonment issues at this time in your relationships, but also with your prosperity, For example, you get a really great job, great season in your business, whatever, and you're afraid like, okay, well, at any moment we can go back to the way things were, it could go back to that feeling of lack. And I think it's only natural for you to think that way, but that may be something that you want to work through a little bit more, because you can subconsciously self-sabotage or fall into patterns where you sort of reject blessings before they really have the chance to unfold because you're afraid of it going back to the way it was. So it makes you feel more in control, more empowered to just bring things back there yourself. And it's like, no, you can enjoy the love that's in your life, the wealth that's in your life, and what's going on here. Just don't self-sabotage it, is what I'm saying. All right, we have the 10 of Cups coming out in reverse. Wow. Right next to that King of Pentacles in reverse. Really fascinating. So this is a tough one. I feel like for some of you, the message here is you need to stop self-sabotaging because that's negatively impacting your relationships. And for others of you, this could be someone that you're connecting with. This could be a spouse, long-term partner, even someone that you're just like dating, if you're like dating in situationships or whatever. That you might notice self-sabotaging, non-committal energies within them. That's the issue of this week. It feels like very beautiful blessings are popping up for you. And additionally, you are someone's beautiful blessing. Okay? Like your relationship with someone is their blessing. They've never found someone like you before. They will never meet someone like you ever again. Okay? And for some of you, you may be dealing with someone who has this same fear of abandonment. They might have a future or a past where they weren't treated right or whatever. And so they sabotage the connection, sabotage the relationship with you. Or they don't commit to you, therefore ending the relationship because you're not just going to sit around and be someone's weird situationship forever. So they may self-sabotage that. So it could be either or. Like you could be in that position or you could be connecting with someone in that position. And usually it's both because the universe reflects back to us the energies that we ourselves have within us. So I would just highly recommend really taking a hard look at any self-sabotaging behaviors in your life, in yourself and in others, any non-committal energies in your life, within yourself and within others, because it feels like a big, beautiful blessings coming in, you know, big money, love, whatever. But are you willing to commit to it? Are you willing to stay here? Or are you going to be thinking, like, putting yourself in these weird psychological roller coasters where you try to convince yourself it's not going to last, and then you end it because of that thought, when in reality it was going to last, it could have been fine, and everything. I don't know. It's weird. Final card out for you is the moon in reverse. See, not knowing where things are going. There's a lot of deeper inner psychological healing work that needs to be done here this week, for sure. Okay, especially when it comes to relationships, because there's a beautiful path forward that goes up and up and up. It ascends higher and higher. But you have to be willing to walk that path and understand, you know what, I can't predict the future. And you know what, maybe this relationship will end randomly out of the blue and hurt me. Maybe I'll lose this job that I love so much and it'll hurt me. But you know what, it's better to take on love and blessings and prosperity with the chance of it ending one day, as opposed to avoiding the heartbreak, avoiding the rejection that may possibly come one day, and not get any blessings, any love, because you wanted to sacrifice that and protect your heart, you know? So, I don't know. Or this could be talking about someone close to you. But yeah, that pattern needs to end in your life either way, whether you're connecting with people like that or you are that person, because there's 10 pentacles coming your way. This is complete and utter happiness, the whole package, the home, the family, the relationship, the money, health, it's all looking good, okay? I gotta go. For some reason, my kidneys started hurting, so I don't know if that's a sign for any of you, but definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.